So today we're going to be going over the top 10 most overrated players in MUT right now. So basically what makes an overrated player is a player that, let's say, a lot of people think is really good, but isn't actually really good. A guy that might have like crazy stats and his play on the field isn't really good. Or, something about that card that just brings it down a lot. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting the list off at number 10, we got Avonte Maddox. Now, this does not mean this Avonte Maddox card is bad. It's just, the guy's 5'9". Look, I don't have a problem with little players, but this is very little. You know what I mean? 5'9". Like, if you put him on the outside, there's a very high chance he's going to get agged. And them introducing him as the first, 91 speed corner, everyone's like, oh my God, I gotta get him. But he is a munchkin. Now putting him in the slot, he will be great in the slot. But that's the thing, that's the liability to the card. You can't really use him on the outside. You kind of have to put him in special places for him to succeed. Number 9, we got Mike Vick. So I put Mike Vick on here. This is really more of a personal thing for me, to be honest. I don't like Slinger 1. I'm sorry, man. I don't care what anybody says. Didn't like Slinger 1 last year. I think it's even worse this year. It's just not a good release, and it sucks because, a guy like Mike Vick, man, I just want to use him. I don't really care for the rest of the guys, and as you saw at the beginning, I have Lamar Jackson. I don't even have Mike Vick anymore. I don't like his release. And then another thing other people would say is, if you don't know, they're actually left-handed quarterbacks have a hitch before they run the ball, so there's like a little delay. Unlike right-handed quarterbacks, there's no hitch. But that's always been there. But for me, it's just the Slinger 1. I just can't deal with it. Number 8, Michael Parsons. This is his field pass card, and I put him on here because why is he even getting another card? Like, he didn't need another card. There was no point of them dropping this card. I'm going to show you his MCS card. This is the MCS card. It's still one of the best edge rushers in the game. So, I don't know. It was really just a waste of a card for the field pass. And it's a Cowboys, so off the rip. But no one cares about the Cowboys. Number 7, I got Sean Taylor. Now, I know some people might be, in disagreement with this one. And I can't be mad at you for it. But I put him on here because that 55-man coverage. There's a time and a place where sometimes you got to play man. I don't care how much you play zone. I don't care how much you play, because I play a lot of zone. There's times I got to play man. And there's times Sean Taylor has to be, he might have to get manned up. And he can't do the job. Now, really, if you use Sean Taylor, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But 55-man coverage on an 8-8 overall safety is just wild. Number 6, we got DeAndre Swift. Now, I said it when DeAndre Swift came out. I literally said the only people that are going to use this card are Eagles theme teams. Like me, myself, I use him. But like, if I didn't have an Eagles theme team, there's no chance in the world that he'd be my running back. He's 5'8", so usually when you're a smaller back like that, you don't really get a very good juke animation. So if you try to use him with jukebox, it's a no-go. That juke is garbage. Now, you can use him with jukebox, and it does make it better, but it's still not one of the better jukes in the game. This card also didn't get running back apprentice, which is a huge letdown because of DeAndre Swift. And like I said, if you're not using the Eagles theme team, man, you're not using this card. Number 5, John Randall. So this might also be a little surprise for some people, but I don't know. I used John Randall. I used him for a hefty amount of games. I want to say played about 20-some games with him. And in those 20-some games, I can definitely faithfully say I just didn't really like the way he played. Like, I ended up replacing him actually with Vita Vea, and I thought Vita Vea played way better than him, running the same stuff that I was running, which kind of shows me, okay, well, he really just wasn't producing. So, I don't know. He looks good. Gets the inside stuff. I didn't use inside stuff. I don't even use that ability. But, I don't know. Like, he didn't perform for me on the field, so I don't know. Number 4, Odell Beckham. So, I got Odell on here. I have not used his card, but I've went against it plenty some. I know people to use them, and I don't know, from my experience going against this card, man, when they dropped him with the 91 speed and, trying to make it seem like he was the best receiver in the game, he wasn't, still ain't, never was. I don't know, I just thought it was a very overhyped card. There's, way better receivers, I thought, even when he came out, and he just really isn't all that. Like, even on the field, I feel like, I don't know, just overhyped, man. He's just not all that. Number 3 is Quincy Williams. Now, I put him on here, a couple reasons. One, this card does not get lurk artist, and he came out in a time period where it's like, you got all these, like, not all these linebackers, but all the linebackers going forward. You're like, okay, they have to get lurk artist. He doesn't get it. So you got to pay 2 AP for lurker. And the second thing is you pretty much, you got to use this card, right? You can't let him roam because he has no like roaming stats. Like, look at this. The man literally has 74 zone, 64 man. So you're either using him or you're putting him as an edge rusher with 49 power move and, you know, 58 finesse. And you know, some people are like, oh, we just use him as a run stopper. Well, this is a waste of LTD then. Number 2, Tyreek Hill. I'd say it almost from every time. Well, I don't say every Tyreek card, but definitely with the day this card came out, I said the card was trash. Still stand by the card is trash. I've even used him, so I have used him, not on my actual team. I would never let this man run routes for me because he gets pressed at the line. They press this man into the Netherlands. He cannot get off the press. Yeah, he's got the speed, but that's all you're getting. Like I'm telling you, I've seen the most disrespectful press animations going against Tyreek Hill. Like, I'm talking about guys jamming him at the line. Like, it's bad stuff, man. He can't play at a high level. For the number 1 spot, it is Adrien Peterson. Adrien Peterson is probably the most just... I mean, like, I use this guy, and he's literally just he just feels like a normal running back. Like, for one, he does not, and I mean, he does not feel like 91 speed. You know, he broke some tackles. There's a couple times he did, but not anything spectacular. He's got a cool juke. I wouldn't say he has the best in the game. From my experience from the running backs I've used, I think the 2 guys that have the best juke in the game, I'm going to go with Bo Jackson and Fred Taylor. I think those 2 have the best juke animation in the game. So, you know, he had a normal juke animation. It wasn't anything crazy. And, you know, for the price you're going to have to pay to get this card, you could get out of, I would say, almost every other running back. So, it sucks because, you know, it's the name, you know, Adrien Peterson. We all love Adrien Peterson. This card is absolutely overhyped. I mean, there's like zero. I mean, if it's your theme team, that's really the only reason I can see to get him. But it's 0 point of getting him, man. But those are pretty much the top 10 most overhyped cards, in my opinion, in Madden right now. You guys let me know some cards that you guys think are overhyped. You can comment them down below and let me know who you think it is, or someone on this list that you don't think is overhyped. Like I said, there's a lot of things that could go into being overhyped. You know, we kind of talked about it. You kind of saw it here. So let me know what you guys think, man. But that is pretty much going to do it. I'm going to be live later today. I'm going to be starting my boy Tyrek's account. 8 Super Bowls this weekend. So we got a long weekend, man. So I will see y'all over there.